Alrighty. Let's see, there we go. Alright, Merkzz, you're free to introduce yourself.
Alright, so welcome to the first official AFMC podcast. Um, welcome to the first AFMC official podcast. Fucking absent, just disconnected. So, I am XGTF Merkzz, the secretary of Azrael's Few LS Mother Charter. With me as my co-host today, we have Spikes, president of LS Mother Charter. We have Baloney, also as my co-host, who's also sergeant of the LS Mother Charter.
How's it going, boys?
And today's featuring guests are Stone and Red, who are Red being the VP, Stone being the officer of LS Mother Charter.
I'm just gonna include, well, sorry to interrupt, if any of y'all have any questions while we're going through, just post them in the comments. I have the comments up on the screen and on my monitors, just so I can read and whatnot. Right now on the screen you see Instagram. It's just so if we start talking about another club, I can
Raging Chaos says hi.
Research and whatnot. Later on I might be playing a game, who knows. It's just gonna be, us talking, chatting, having fun, Right now I'm currently drinking, so we'll see how it goes.
I'm probably gonna start smoking a little bit.
Go ahead, Merkzz, sorry.
Beer. That sounds good.
That's cool. I was gonna say, we've got some things to talk about, obviously. And the people watching have any questions or topics that you want us to discuss, go ahead and obviously put them in the chat. But for right now, we've got a couple of things that we want to discuss about. Yeah, so let's get started, shall we? So first, we just wanted to talk about the new Xbox and how we think it's gonna hold up.
Buying it?
I don't know yet. Probably eventually.
I mean,
I think
my original plan was buying it this Christmas with the Christmas money I got.
I always think. I mean, I can't fucking find one right now since they're all
they're all
gone. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it's crazy.
After what happened to my dad's, I don't know if I'm gonna buy one right now.
What happened to you?
His overheated. He can't play it anymore.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
a weekend. Yeah.
That's why I want to wait for like the new batteries to come out so they can be fixed and shit. And I also want to wait for like the actual like the Xbox Series X games to come out, and not just the Xbox One games on the Xbox Series X. I want to wait for the actual next gen games to come out instead of just putting the Xbox One games on the new gen.
Yeah.
Because then they'll be enhanced and shit like that. And I heard the fucking PS5 is. I'm kind of biased towards Xbox, but apparently the PS5 is a lot better in like performance wise, like graphics and shit. Yeah, some people. I saw a video of like people doing like side by side comparisons of like the FPS and shit, and they always had higher on PS5. So we kind of got beat on that. But
that's what PSP, like all Sony focus on. Like they focus on their graphics.
I mean, not really, because I mean, in my personal opinion, I think they have better exclusives and. But then we have better.
I find they reach out to games
we have
a lot
better
more.
like subscription services with like we have obviously the Game Pass, which is with they have like PlayStation Pro, which is literally nothing compared to.
Oh my god.
Which is like nothing compared to Xbox Game Pass or Xbox Ultimate with EA Play.
Yeah.
But then they have all these like the thing that I'm pissed with PlayStation is obviously they have like they have The Last of Us, they have that one, what was that one biker zombie game called?
I didn't even know they had a game like that.
But then they have like Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Now that game looks cool.
Now, here's a
Yeah, I really
question for
wanted to
you.
play that.
It was pretty fun.
When do you think they will restock on their Xboxes? Like, how long do you think it'll
I think
take?
I reckon
New
they'll do
Year.
it after Christmas. Yeah, I reckon
Yeah,
they'll
I'm
do it
saying
like
New Year.
Because
either
I know
next
for
year
a
or
fact
New
this
Year.
Christmas is going to be huge demand. All the
Oh,
kids,
yeah,
especially
definitely.
myself,
I-
even once.
Do you know? Yeah,
If you wanted to get them for Christmas,
I'll be surprised that they don't release them this year. Or even in the next, like, I reckon they'll release them just before Christmas. Like, not gonna lie, I think they'll release the next batch just before Christmas and be a bunch of bitches like that.
well, the thing is, like, when they pre-order, like, put up pre-order, they went in an hour.
They went in within, like, not even that.
And then the second batch came out, and that was gone in an hour.
Yeah, it didn't even take an hour. It took about
No, it was like
20
minutes or
minutes.
so.
Yeah, it was like 20, some stupid shit.
That's the
like
same
that.
with PS5 though. Like,
Yeah, they went quite quick. Not gonna lie.
but I did see the graphics on the new Xbox, and they look sick.
Yeah, they do look pretty good.
So if you were forced to buy either the Xbox Series X or the new PS5, which would you get? Like, which one would
Xbox.
be? Xbox? What do you think, Baloney?
Just.
I mean,
Okay.
growing up with Xbox, you know,
That's enough.
and growing up a little bit with the PlayStation, I've always found Xbox is better, so I'm gonna go with Xbox.
How about you, Red?
I've grown up with playing both Xbox and PlayStation, but me personally, I play Xbox way more than I do PlayStation, so I do with the Xbox.
Yeah. How about you, Stone? Is Stone here? I don't even know if he's here.
Oh no.
What's up? What was the question?
If you were to choose, which one would you buy? Xbox Series X or the PS5?
I'm always been loyal to Xbox, but
What you doing there?
So is it just the loyalty factor that attracts you to Xbox?
There's also the
It's
fact that, no offense to any PS4 players, but some are dickheads. And they like to flex.
You don't like the community at
Yeah.
PlayStation?
Well, toxic. Yeah.
There is a lot of like.
Now, I do like the
I feel like-
exclusives they get.
The exclusives
Yeah.
are good because they buy
They
all
always
of
get
them,
new
like,
to games.
Before, yeah, that's because
And
they
they
buy all
always,
of
they
them
always get
before
like the
Xbox
COD
shit.
shit. They always get the COD shit early. Like they don't get COD exactly.
Yeah, like,
they
the
always
thing
get
with-
like the maps and shit early.
With GTA was, they didn't care about people buying the new Xbox. It was PlayStation 5. They get like $1 million or something like that every month they play.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just they've always got everything better than.
It's just because we
Xbox
we
is
have
good.
a bigger community on Xbox.
But then again,
Like in terms of GTA and things, we have a bigger community, so they're not gonna give us all that because our community isn't dying like PS4's is or PS5's is.
I mean, I
And
don't
they have a
know
lot of it. Sorry.
what Microsoft's plan is, but I find that Sony spends a lot of money like trying to get
Yeah,
all those exclusives,
yeah.
so people will switch over to that.
It's just Microsoft a bunch of cheap cunts. Like they're just hella cheap.
That too.
And, yeah, they just like to save money a lot, and they need to stop because
And now-
being dickheads.
The new controller for the new Xbox is very nice. I found it. Yes,
I've
it's
seen it.
also the same. I felt it. It's a smooth texture to it, and it's got a little bit of grip. I find it's better than the Xbox One controllers.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same, but
Basically.
now I
I do
did
like
like on the
graphics,
PS5 controllers that they have a, like when you're shooting in COD, it kind of like glitches, goes back when you're shooting on the controllers.
That's kind of cool.
That's
And
the
I've heard
PS5
that
controllers.
The PS5 controller is really good. With like it has like fucking it's like the
You hear
gun-
sound from it and shit.
Yeah, I mean you can hear
That's
sound
fucking
from the other
cool. I
one.
like that shit. Can you though?
PS4 you can hear sound from it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know, but
Like,
not you can do that shit on Xbox.
Now,
Yeah, no.
you also gotta think about the fact that isn't it PlayStation Live free or PlayStation Network free
No, they
No,
stopped that
it's-
after the PS3.
for real?
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have to buy it still. But if you're playing free games, it doesn't cost you money. Like you don't have to pay for Xbox Live if you're PS Live, whatever the fuck it's called. If you're playing on like a 3 game. So if you're playing on like one thing I was really pissed about also is PlayStation got fucking Fall Guys. I want Fall Guys.
Oh, Fall
That
Guys
would have been
was
such a
sick.
It was
good film.
supposed to be- it was
That would have been
supposed to
such
be
a
coming
good game. I know. Bro, I searched up whenever I thought it was on Microsoft, or whenever I thought it was on Xbox, I searched up Fall Guys, and all it was the Fall Guys manual. What?
Yeah, I saw
I was
that.
like, why
too.
is there a Fall Guys manual if we don't actually have Fall Guys?
But that was also with Rust. I'm pretty sure it's on the PS4, but it never came to Xbox.
Yeah.
What about PC, dude? I want to get a fucking PC.
I want to get a PC.
Now those are superior. You can't really compare.
Yeah.
Xbox.
You can't really put
So-
those and compare those to consoles.
Just to tell you a little bit about my experience with PC, I got a PC maybe 2 years ago, and I probably still play my Xbox more than I play my PC, just for the fact that, you know, I find it easier for being, you know, I've always had a controller in my hand my whole life, you know, I've gotten really good at the controller, you know,
Yeah.
or I would say, you know, multiplayer games. Now, PC is really nice for doing, you know, you can do homework on it, you can have
Homework.
mods in games.
Who the fuck buys a PC and does homework?
Well,
I mean, I bought my
most of
right.
my
I
games
thought
are
we
more like simulator games. I don't really have many
Yeah.
multiplayer games. It's the fact not that I don't like
I feel-
multiplayer
yeah,
games. It's the fact that I'm not good. My hands aren't fast enough with the
I-
keyboard yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, can you
also
get a
feel
controller
like-
for the PC?
Now, yes, I
Yeah.
use my
Yeah.
Xbox
Yeah,
controller
you
once in a
can.
while.
Like
Okay.
back
If I can plug
whenever
it in.
But I feel
About-
like. Sorry, go ahead.
about almost 3 years ago, whenever I was stationed in Littlewood, Missouri for about 2 months for my MOS school, and I had bought a gaming PC, and I played it all the time while I was there. But I ever since I came back home to start my reserve contract, I hadn't touched it since. I
You have a
went
PC
straight
yet?
back to my Xbox. Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
I
No, I
ain't
like
touched
the
it in almost
stuff you
3
can do.
years.
Oh, you know what else is good? VR. Like
That's what I like about PS4 is
Yeah,
that they
I kinda
brought a
like
VR
what's
to
that
their
one?
console.
what's
Predator,
that one game that you were just
Archer.
talking about?
Why
Baloney.
why do you choose Xbox? Do you have a reasoning? Sorry, you guys can keep talking. I'm just answering some comments.
Yeah.
I think that would drive up this fucking conversation a little bit. So let's move on to the next subject. The new heist on GTA. No,
I haven't done it yet.
Hold on.
Ass.
Hold on. No, there's very like mixed opinions about it.
yeah.
Like there's a quarter of the community saying it's really good, and then there's a quarter of the rest, like the other 3/4 of the community saying it's absolute shit.
Well, cause one, it's so fucking hard, and you get shiznit guns.
Yeah,
Two.
it is. Well,
Two.
That's
Yeah, you
ridiculous.
get
Just
8
I
mil.
chose cut ones.
Okay, I'm just saying, but like, 2, you get 8 mil, right? But the buys fill up so fucking fast, you can't do
Yeah,
shit with
that's
it.
true.
Like, you know, and
You
then
can
what
make your
else?
way down here.
And what else is there? There's they have like all the cool bikes, right? That fucking Mantic. I love that Mantic, okay? But I can't buy it.
It's
It's a
ugly.
fucking game.
Bloney, come to the camp.
Yeah, that's my problem with
Good
a lot
Mansion
of
fucking
Grand
ugly,
Theft
man.
Auto, or a lot of Grand Theft. Oh my god, I can't speak. Grand Theft Auto updates is the fact that they make everything so expensive. Like when it first released, the most
Yeah.
expensive thing was a $1 million car.
Oh my
Was
god,
the
yeah.
Bugatti.
Hey,
This is
look,
bad.
Exactly.
Hey, look, let's face the fact. And I mean, I might be saying this a little bit biased, but there has not been a good GTA 5 update released since the Bikers update. I
Bro, I
at
didn't know
least
Casino
in my-
Casino one was
Straight up.
terrible.
The casino
was
one
pretty
was
good.
nice.
Yeah,
See,
correction. Other than the
see, I
casino
don't-
one,
I don't
there's
mind
not
this
been another
heist.
good update since Bikers.
I don't mind this new update. I kind of like it. Because, I mean,
I haven't.
it's
I can't really
it's
say
added
much-
some new shit. It's not added a lot of new shit. It's added some, but like,
Yeah. I
it's...
can't
I'm
really
with
say
the
much.
go-kart.
I haven't-
No.
I personally
The
have not
go-
done
yeah.
the heist
I
yet.
think the most fun that I've had with the update is just the go-kart, and that's about
Yeah.
it.
Agreed.
The best
Like, that's the
That
only
go-
thing
the
that I
go-kart
really,
is
really
fun.
like about it.
Yeah, I mean, I have no use for this. Like, not to be mean or anything, but I really have no use for this update. It's like, I got on the update, I was expecting all these cool new features, maybe hopefully going to this island in free roam, you know, being able to afford some of this shit. the only fucking thing I can afford is, character customizations, like a couple t-shirts.
Well, wait.
And even the
for
t-shirts are
go-karts,
getting crazy expensive. They're like up to
It's like
$50,000
$14,
for a
yeah,
t-shirt
it's
when it used to be like
stupid.
$300. It's
Yo, I
crazy stupid.
got so excited. Do you know
Designer.
when I went on the? Do you know when I went on the when I went on the tops? Whenever and I saw labels, I was like, please be front patches, please be front patches. I got so excited, and then it just turned out to be fucking shitty t-shirts.
Yeah, agreed on that one. I thought it was that too.
But I mean,
sorry, go ahead.
I like it so far, even though I haven't fully completed the heist because I can't. It's way too hard. Like even when you weaken the guards and give them shit guns, like it's still really hard because they're just non-stop coming at you, and then you don't have enough ammo. Like I have 200 ammo. I'm gonna burn through that in like I have a 60 round mag and 200 ammo. I'm gonna burn through that in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, hours have you put in the heist so far? How many hours have you put into the heist so far?
Easily like 3 or 4.
I love
And I haven't even completed the first heist. I'm literally like what I'm gonna do. I've already told Berserk this because Berserk and everyone's helping me, and I was supposed to be helping Berserk with some heists. I've already told Berserk this that I'm doing this one heist and I'm never doing that heist again.
Yeah.
I'm doing this one heist and that's it.
One
I'm
thing
going
I
back to
really
arcade
hate
heists.
about this heist is the health of the fucking AI. Okay, they have as much health as me. What the fuck is up with that?
And they
You know what I mean?
only were wearing t-shirts.
Exactly. What the fuck? Like, I think that's dumb.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I can't
I
really
know,
say
you're
much
like-
about this update. Like, I haven't played any of the heists yet or anything. I've been just
Yeah, neither have I.
It's
hard.
like
It's really
no,
hard.
it's like so basically what you do. It's a bit like the casino heist with like the Duggan shipments where you can like weaken them. Like so basically, there's 2 missions. There's a mission where you can kill their suppliers, and that basically gives all the guards on the island no body armor. And then there's another mission where you can kill their gun suppliers, and then it will just give them like shitty like scorpions, pistols, shit like that. But then even with the scorpions and pistols, you get like 5 guys on you, all with pistols and scorpions, like 3 with scorpions, 2 with pistols, and they'll kill you in like 2 seconds. Like, it's because they just roll up on like, so it's 1 in a car, 1 in a bike, and then sometimes it's just one's on the ground. But then like you can't, because there's so many coming at you at the same time. It's just hard to keep track of each one.
Yeah.
You know what else is you know what's actually good about this heist? It's like the smallest thing, but you grab the shit, like whatever you're picking up, so much faster.
Yeah.
And I guess they kind of like knew it was gonna be hard as fuck. And I feel like that's why they did that, was to have where you could get out quickly.
Well,
But
I
then
think
when you
it's-
go into the house, you go into the main house, it's just you're fucked because there's so many people.
yeah, like I
You don't
think
even know what to do.
it's near impossible to do it on your own unless you literally don't go for any of the secondary targets and just go for the main thing.
I don't even feel like you could do that. I feel like if you were to just go just for the secondary.
Or no, because I
Target.
mean I got a new entrance recently.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
Mark,
it's,
we
it's
should
like a
actually try
drain.
that.
It's like a tunnel. It's like a drainage.
We should
tunnel.
try that. We should just like fuck the main thing. We couldn't we just go for the
Yeah, I'm
the
probably just
secondary
gonna do that
targets?
because I only want to do the
No,
heist
because
once.
I looked at the stats and the secondary targets earn you more money than the actual bullshit.
Yeah, I
the
know.
main one. Yeah.
So moving on, it's with the update. Have you guys tried out the new, what's it called, Music Locker and all the new radio stations that they added?
No.
The one
I mean,
No, I
radio
have
station,
not.
the
the
Los Santos one sucks dick.
there's the what's the radio station? So there's the Cool FM and then there's the Still Slipping Los
There's
Angeles.
still slipping. Hold on, I'm looking through.
And there's Cold.
There's a new
That's
shotgun?
That is,
Wait, there's a new shotgun?
yeah, there's a new shotgun. It's a combat. It's basically a spaz.
Oh.
How do you get the new
It's-
shotgun?
I like the
I
new
haven't
radar.
seen it.
It,
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah,
you,
that's
you
what I
have to
want
get
to
it
know.
on the island.
Oh.
You have to.
Uh-huh.
There's like cases that you have. There's also like a So basically, there's like cases around the main compound on the island that you can get it. You can open them if you have like a bolt cutters or if you have bolt cutters, and you can open then you can open these crates and you can find the combat shotgun. But then there's also there's a new gun also, that's like a golden sort of like James Bond one-shot pistol.
Awesome. I'm working on getting that right now.
Yeah,
I didn't see that actually.
well, you have to do the casino heist. Not the casino heist, sorry. You have to do the new heist.
The main thing of it is you have to find guys around the map that are passed out, and you search them for keys. That's what I'm doing right now. I think I've got like 4 guys right now.
Oh really?
And then and then you go to the island.
I'll help you.
And when you get into the main room, there's a lockbox on the desk that you can open the key and get the gun from.
You have the submarine, Baloney?
No, I do not.
Then you can go to the island with the submarine though.
No,
yeah, I think so.
Well, actually, there's a glitch. There's a glitch where you can get into the island with your guns, and I don't think there'll be any guards.
That'd be fucking lit. I would do that.
Oh yeah, go to that pic right.
And you can actually, so someone found a glitch where you can go back to LS from the island without having to go on the plane.
To the island. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so you can't get to the island without going on the plane, but you can get from the island to LS without the plane.
Oh, okay.
Which is retarded.
That's fine.
But anyway.
So you have to own the submarine to go to the island, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have to own the submarine, why does it make you fly in? Like, what's the point of the submarine?
Because it's
you can use it to,
I mean,
for the
yeah.
as one of the ways to get onto the island in the actual heist stuff.
Yeah, but then like why
Then what's
do
the
you
point
need
of
a
having it in
2.2
mode?
million submarine?
To kill people.
Yeah, I
Say
mean
you spend like
it's
$5
cool
million
and
on
all,
a
but you
submarine
can
just for
No, you wanna know it's kind of like
and like the prices on it are fucking outrageous. Like it's
like the art.
It's like hold on. It's
For
like
a bone stock sub, it's 2 million. If you want to have
it's 2.2 million. Like the
for a
normal
max
sub for
upgraded
nothing
sub,
in it.
it's like
It's like 8 mil.
right at 9 mil.
Yeah, literally. Like it's like the sonar system. Who wants a fucking sonar system for?
I don't think I've ever
1.3
had
mil?
9 mil before.
My dumb ass bought a to upgrade it.
I know, it's fucking retarded. It's a fucking sonar system that sees the person that's fucking 20 feet in front of you. Like, and it's 1.56 mil. And then there's like a guided missile system, which is like 1.5 mil, which is literally useless. Like, the only good thing that comes out of the submarine is the heist and the fact that you can now drive.
I mean, it's
that.
useless to us though, because like, you know, you guys take 1% of it, but like let's say to other people, it's like the fucking orbital cannon almost, but just like shittier.
But I guess if people really want to grind at this game and want to have something to do so they don't get bored, you know, that's something to look to, you know, kind of grind on.
But I mean, it's sort of like, that's the problem with GTA, it's like, if you don't have something to do, the game gets boring as fuck. Like, you can't just play the game and have fun. You have to like have some objective, have some heist to do, have some, like, that's the thing that Rockstar gets you with. Like, you can't have fun on that game unless you bought something that Rockstar wants you to buy.
Yeah, that's what I feel is maybe they make the prices so much that we'll buy shark cards.
But yeah,
Because
that's
it's very
The
good.
only reason
exactly
why
what
they
they
would make it
the whole point.
crazy high, because pretty much they're only because they're pretty much trying to milk the game as long as they can before releasing GTA 6. And this game is still such a heavily played, heavily known game, and people, no offense, Red and Owens, if Owens is still in the party, but people are willing to pay $100 for shark cards still.
I mean, fucking
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
Owens
the
pays
dumbass like me.
$100 a week just on shark cards.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
Bruh.
But I gotta
Okay,
give
but
respect
that's
to the
also
game.
cool.
They made such a good game that people are still willing to pay this much money for the game.
Yeah. Put me on
All I'm saying is that
Still
if
me on.
I could get a refund for all the shark cards I bought for this game on
Oh,
Boom,
definitely.
PlayStation 4, my Xbox, and on my PC, I could probably buy like 3 or 4 of new Xboxes.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely.
Like,
110% I could.
bro, if I could get all the money back, all like the in-game money I bought for other games, not even just but like every game that has in-game money that you can purchase, I could probably finish paying off my truck note.
Literally, like over the course of me buying slot cards on GTA, I could probably, if I got a refund on them, I'd probably get like over $6,000 back.
I think
Like,
the most money.
I think Owens would get like fucking $20,000.
Dude, the most money I've ever paid for in-game money in 1 month was like $600 worth in 1
Yeah.
month.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's not even just one game.
Yeah. If I were to get a refund for, like, are we just talking GTA or like the whole Xbox? Because if we're talking the whole Xbox, I'd probably end up getting like probably $1,000. But if we're just talking GTA, I'd probably only get like $40, $50.
I mean, I wish I could get my money back from Fortnite.
Oh, I spent so
No,
much
money
money on
I
that
spent on
fucking
that
game.
game.
Don't even
Fortnite
get
is
me
canceled.
started.
Man, I was in.
Actually, no. I've gone
Joy,
back.
Fortnite was a good game. Fortnite was a good game
It was
until
stupid.
Fortnite was a good game until all the people started getting fucking sweaty. Like until the people like started building up to the sky barrier in like 5 fucking seconds. Bullshit.
But, you know.
Anyway,
Like, all
back
the
to topic.
pros.
Let's stop going off topic to fucking Fortnite.
Well, I mean, you know, it's gaming shit. It's fun.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, I mean, a lot of games are sort of pay to win. I mean, Rockstar games are very fucking pay to win. I mean, that's what I sort of liked about Fortnite. Fortnite wasn't really pay to win. It was just, you don't have to buy them. It's just cosmetic. It just makes your character.
Very true.
You're in the posse, Baloney.
Where, you know, Rockstar, Red Dead, games like that, they're very pay to win. Like, it really, if you don't pay for like gold and shit on Red Dead, or if you don't pay for money, like, you're not gonna make money in the game.
Yeah.
Like, literally, to make money, you literally have to spend money in Red Dead. Like, in real life money to make money on the game. Like,
That's
unless
kind of true,
like, you're some mastermind at the game and somehow grind enough to do all those like missions with the people, and you grind enough to get enough
I
gold.
agree on that.
Yeah, I pretty much I go into financial debt in real life to get in a video game.
Literally.
Come on now,
Fair
though.
enough.
Who wouldn't do that? Let's be honest.
On more on top of GTA DLCs, obviously recently it's been going around the community of a petition that's going around for Biker DLC 2. A lot of the things that we're asking for is more like piercings, better like character development, really like good better beards, front patches, hoodies underneath our cuts, cuts that like patches on our cuts that cover our entire back and not just a small portion of the upper bit.
Definitely
Like
fix some of the
bandanas.
cuts.
Yeah, like that one where you
like the
just like
one
a
that
normal
I
cut.
wear, the one that I wear, like the top is like dented in, which is kind of dumb. Like the where it says like right where our F is on Asriel.
It pops up.
Yeah, like dents in almost, like at the very top of where it says Asriel, or at the very end when it curves. But yeah, it's just so we asked for them to fix the cuts, you know, give us full back patches instead of just a little bit.
Not all at once time.
And that's the 10th thing I read.
I mean, Spikes, what's your opinion on that?
On the whole new
You know,
Bikers DLC?
Yeah.
You know, I think with the first one, I think they missed a lot lot of key features that they could have added. Now, some of them, you know,
Yeah.
with their whole GTA their whole GTA engine, they can't, you know, some people were requesting bigger beards, stuff like that. The whole GTA Online engineer, I don't think could handle the big beards on characters. But like Archer is saying in the comments here, they missed a lot of key features that they could have added. They could have added cooler tattoos, like the back tattoos. They could have added hoodies, cuts, cooler customization of the bikes. They could have added, like, hold on, let me find.
I mean, in the video, it says, obviously, the video that, I think it's Banshees, the people that made it, when they were titling some shit. I mean, he said that, you know, they got some things right, but they got a lot of things wrong. Like, obviously, they know biker culture. Like, obviously, they did their research on biker culture, and they know how it works and how the things go. Like, because obviously they added the table, and they added
They all watched Sons of Anarchy.
and look at the Lost. Like, they obviously understand how a biker MC works if they have their own biker MC in the game. Like, from fucking GTA 4 to GTA 5, the Lost MC is in the game.
Look at Devil's Few MC spikes and kind of look at all their patches and everything like that. Like how they do.
What's up?
Oh, Devil's Fuse page doesn't post anymore, and it's private.
Oh,
They
no.
don't? Wow,
let's
what
see.
happened to Whiskey Killer? He used to post like fucking every day.
That's who I need to look for. Whiskey.
Yeah, like I used to post quite a bit. It's cool
Yeah.
stuff.
There
Too,
we
like
go. See,
the
like,
stickers
like
on the
this, for
helmets and
instance.
stuff.
Look at these cool tattoos that you can add, and look at these bike modifications and shit like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See,
And bigger beards, I mean, I don't know if Rockstar's engine could hold it or not. I know mods can.
Red
It's,
Dead.
again, PC. Well, Red Dead's a whole different thing. Red Dead's a whole brand new game, and it is like
It's not 7 years old.
It's like 20 times more gigabytes to download Red Dead than it is GTA.
Yeah, that's true.
So they made that, you know, specifically for Red Dead. Because
Yeah,
when
that's
GTA
true.
came out, they weren't expecting GTA to come this far. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they
Oh, for
they
sure.
thought it was a possibility, but they never thought that we would end up wanting, you know, all this stuff, and that they could make games like that. Like, they probably didn't think that they could make Red Dead as well as they did, because Red Dead clothing, it's just so like perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In like the era that it's set in,
Like,
it's so.
look at that. That's just.
It's very accurate for
I mean,
the
that's
time
just so beautiful.
the game is set in.
So is GTA, to be honest. Do you think they care about the clothing aspects of downloading GTA?
Mine's the cowboy hats.
Yeah,
Those are
they are
shit.
the cowboy hats off their shit. But anyway, back to the biker DLC. But like obviously the things that they were titling in the video were like were like better bike customizations. Like if you go on the fucking thing, the only bikes that are on the game are like classical Harley type bikes in the game are on Southern. Like there's no Benny customized ones.
Yeah, that was
Like,
a good thing, because
like-
then we could do like an actual like show bikes.
Yeah.
Like when we do
Yeah.
our bike rallies, we could bring so much more shit that would look
Yeah.
so much more cooler, and it could be different instead of us having like the same Sovereign. Like, yeah, not everyone has the modded Sovereign now, but like a lot of people do.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I think they could. I think, to be honest, if we get enough petitions on it, I think they will do it. Because I mean, that's the thing they got as our first
Biker
I think they'll
DLC.
consider it. Maybe
Yeah.
not do it, but
I mean, it's really just like they just need to figure out an idea of how, you know, I don't give a fuck if I have to spend a shit ton of money.
Well, because you're
Like,
like,
as-
Merkzz. What about me?
Well,
Actually,
I mean, Yeah. Get like, it's. I don't care if I have to pay like a mil a bike. Like I'll pay that if I have to. I'll just buy shark cards if I have to.
But
Like,
do they
it's
really
not the money.
listen to their fans?
I mean,
Yeah,
they
they
listen
do.
to one
Who's
of
out-
them
They definitely do. They Rockstar.
Who's
that's
out there
one thing that
begging for
Rockstar's good
gun
at.
running and all that? Like,
I mean,
That is
it's
true.
gun running and the smugglers run were really for Milsons.
Yeah.
That was also the Milson community. I mean, it's also like this submarine. Like, do you know how fucking insane the Milson community are going right now? At least like the roleplay Milson community are going right now, because you can have like navies and shit now.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
That's true. The Milson community is doing very good right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I was
mean,
a part of
Milson.
it for a brief
they-
time.
Yeah, I was that's where I came from previously.
That's why you're so
yeah.
good at TV ending.
Yeah. I mean, I was trained by a toxic guy, but
I was trained by you.
But yeah, back to
Toxic
like
guy.
DLC in general.
Yeah. With a new bikers update, and me personally, I'm not speaking for everybody, I would be content with just not even necessarily a whole ass update, but at least like them to actually go and like fix some of the stuff, like and fix how at least how the patches are on the cut.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
that like even if they
Sorry.
don't even like add new bikes or anything, like if you can just get at least a patch on the back to get to be bigger, or maybe
Yeah.
add front patches, I'd be satisfied personally.
I'd be
I mean,
satisfied too. To be
I agree.
honest, yeah.
it's even. It's even like I wouldn't care even if they do this tiny update, even if it's like 1 gig, just literally to sort out the cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
the
just
cuts
do
are
it.
a big thing that I think
Yeah.
they messed up, and I'm looking at this in the photo right now, and if you can see on some of these guys' jackets, the patch is just on the top upper half of their body, on the upper back, to say.
Yeah.
When they could be filling up his whole back, like this bottom rocker could be all the way down here to his pretty much upper butt, pretty much, and his top rocker could be pretty much where it is, and the centerpiece could be that middle in the back. And you see a lot of these biker mods, they hit him. These biker mods are like almost perfect how they should be, and I don't see why Rockstar couldn't do that in GTA Online.
And like I think it was you that was saying earlier, they know biker culture. It's as you can see
Yeah.
in GTA 4 with the Angels of Death MC and that with Austin GTA 4 and even in GTA 5, how they have everything how it's supposed to be with the Lost. They should have known better when they came out to DLC in the first place.
I mean, they literally have a whole MC in 2 of their games. Like, so they've got to know MC culture for that. Even basic knowledge of MC culture to do that. Like, you can't, Jesus Christ, Baloney, stop.
Leave my dog alone.
So, we're playing Red Dead and Baloney's just fucking kicking a dog.
no.
I think
Hey,
a couple
that
things they
dog's
also
name
could
is
add
Spike.
is, I was just looking at it earlier. Where was it? Some of the bike customizations. They could be adding so much. Like they could be adding more bikes. Here we are. They could be adding more bikes, higher handles, maybe more lights, better exhaust pipes.
Fairings.
Fairings, yeah, fairings are a
front
very big
fairings,
thing.
different. You know, they could add more detail too.
Well,
Make the
If you
solvent
see-
customizable.
yeah. If you see with the new go-kart, how their exhaust is, how they have those colored exhausts, the special ones, why couldn't they put those on the bikes?
Exactly.
We do have those.
I mean, we.
They have
They
their-
don't have the
yes,
colors
probably.
tips.
They have so much detail in this tiny go-kart, and we can't even get this much detail.
Yeah.
So,
Motorcycles.
I mean, it's like one of the points that the President Banshee made in the video of asking for it was that to the exception of the Nightblade and the Sanctus, literally every other bike has the exact same upgrades, or like the exact same. If you look at their fuel tanks, Like they're all the same. Like it's all the same fuel type.
Yeah.
Aside from like
liveries
a
are
couple
the
of the
same.
bikes.
The liveries are all the same.
Yeah, the liveries are all the same. Like if the thing is, the thing that I don't get, the thing that like blows my fucking mind, is the what Spike brought up earlier with like PC mods. Like how can one person go and make a mod that probably takes them like less than a day to make? I don't know. I've never tried to make a mod, but
mods like
I'd
this
say quite
take
a little bit.
hours
I know.
and
Yeah,
days to
yeah.
make. But it's another
Yeah.
fact that like I was thinking about it the other day. Arma, you guys know Arma 3, the game for PC.
Yeah.
That game itself is maybe what 30 gigabytes. But when I was uninstalling it the other day, I had 154 gigabytes worth of mods downloaded just to make that
Oh,
game
jeez.
good. And and that's probably how GTA is too. You'd have to download thousands and thousands of gigabytes just to make the game. Well, I wouldn't say good, but better. You know what I'm saying? To enhance it.
Yeah.
And I bet you.
I mean-
your mods are just the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like I was gonna say, but like it just blows my mind how like people that make these mods are literally just a mod of a cup with a good back patch on, like a full back patch. It probably may take them like 5 hours. Would you say, Spike? That'd be a good enough estimate.
For the back
Like,
patches,
just a-
I bet you.
just a patch.
To make.
Probably
You
not
have to
even
give
that.
the design of the patch in general, but just to slap
Yeah.
the patch on the back, it's just a image. It's just a PNG.
Yeah,
and you
that-
upload your image probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that for sure.
How long do you think that would take? Estimate like an hour ish, maybe.
I don't know
But-
how many
but-
hours, honestly. I'm not a
Yeah,
designer,
but
but
I
just
mean,
to guess, I'd
just
probably say it would take maybe 2 to 3, maybe more hours.
but yeah, but like that's like one person doing that, yeah.
Yeah, it would be one person probably.
But then Rockstar have a whole fucking team
Exactly,
of
yeah,
whose job it is to code this shit, and one
Do it
person
10
can do
times
that
better.
in 3 to 4 hours of making that. Why can they not put a team of developers?
They can. They
Onto
don't
that.
want to.
They could, yeah, they can, but they just don't want to.
Because remember,
I mean, I
it's
don't
all
care.
about money.
Yeah,
Okay, I just muted them real quick. I just want to say thank you, Psycho and Archer, for the follows.
but like I just said real quick, Baloney, stop fucking dropping my body everywhere.
Here we go.
I forgot what I was gonna fucking say now.
Yeah. Ain't that the
Fucking body on fire, you fuck. Well, anyway, moving on from GTA.
Hold on before you move on. I'm
Okay.
just advertising. I'm gonna mute you guys just for a few minutes so I can. I'm gonna take this time to advertise our new YouTube series coming up. Sorry, they're making me laugh in my ear. Our new series coming up, it'll probably be the start of 2021, and it'll hopefully make our, the new year better. Give me one second. I'm trying to find. There it is. So I'm gonna quickly play this trailer, and I'm gonna shut up now.
Reckless rain, poison pride.
do a balloon? Have any of you guys noticed
I
that?
know
Merkzz
the wind,
only do it for like 30 minutes.
I know the pain, I know the fear.
Merkzz,
We do not name, and the one who comes
series coming up. Sorry about the audio. I'm still trying to get used to this whole streaming, but that's our new series coming up. We are working on it right now, and I'm hoping to have it done by the last week of January. So make sure to stay tuned on our YouTube channel. We'll be posting a lot more videos and shit like that on our YouTube channel. So I think that's all I got about our new series. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Now I'm gonna unmute the others so we can get on to more topics to talk about. Alright, I think y'all are good to talk now.
Yeah, I'm
Welcome back
second
after a
Oscar.
little shameless plug right there.
Real quick, sorry. Archer production actually started last Friday. We've started on episode 1, and episode 1 is pretty much completed. We're still missing a few scenes, but episode 1's almost completed. Now, if you're looking to help us with extra voices, if you wanted a voice act, like I said, slide in my DMs.
DMs, all right.
I'll slide into your DMs.
Oh my god.
Slide in my DMs, and
I'm
I'll
already
let you know
there.
on the date and which episode, which
You have to
characters.
tell me twice.
On a date,
like,
ooh.
and whatnot.
Treat me 2 nights. Date as
We
well.
take me out on a date.
Christ. Alright.
Are you taking me Nobu? Anyway, back to the topics at hand.
What is the next topic, Merkzz?
So we're moving on from gaming and we're going into more real life things.
Politicians. I'm joking.
So we're going on to Jake Paul and Logan Paul. Now we'll start with Logan Paul, obviously, since his is probably going to be the bigger fight. Obviously, it's been confirmed now for a. I think it's
About a
just
month.
I
It's been
think it's
about a
just
month.
it's just a friendly fight, so I don't think it's
Exhibition.
Exhibition.
yeah, it's exhibition. So
Logan Paul versus Mayweather.
I forgot what it's called.
Junior.
But yeah. So it's an exhibition fight between Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, Floyd Mayweather,
Junior.
coming out of sort of coming out of sort of retirement for it, which is a bit strange. He's coming out of retirement to fight someone that's got a professional record of 0-1 for a YouTuber, which is a bit strange. I mean, I guess he's sort of like bankrupt.
I mean, same with Conor McGregor though.
I mean,
Definitely
I know he's not
McGregor's
bankrupt,
fucking
but I think he's
Well,
probably
okay.
low on the money.
Who do you think's gonna win? That's the question. That's the
Mayweather.
$1 million question. Who do
See,
you think's gonna win?
do you know what the thing is? Yeah, I know that Floyd Mayweather is probably gonna win. Yeah, because this man has got a boxing record of 15-0, and Logan Paul has a pro record of 0-1.
The experience is what takes the play there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Mayweather
Like,
has
it
the
doesn't matter how.
experience.
I mean, we actually did a would you rather earlier with obviously the Mike Tyson thing. I mean,
Me
it
too,
doesn't
Psycho.
matter how old you are. What's that?
I asked who was gonna win, and Psycho put me.
But
But yeah,
the thing is,
I
though,
definitely
with
think
Mayweather,
with the experience, like I said,
Oh, yeah,
if we say
110%.
experience, he's been in dozens of fights. He knows exactly how to work in his opponent. He's gonna sit there. He's
Yeah.
probably just sit there and let Paul wear himself out, and then he's gonna go on the attack.
Oh yeah,
He knows
Very
exactly how to take the opponents. Not necessarily try to go for the first round knockout, but he can go round for round. Just
yeah.
look at the
Put it this way,
Mayweather and McGregor fight.
Yeah, he's a veteran, but
Hold on.
I'm gonna transfer over to the NBA here. Say, Chris Paul. Yes, he's a veteran. He's good, whatnot. But there's still upcoming names coming. There's Luka Doncic that could probably outbeat these old guys now, just for the fact that
But, I
they've
mean-
trained. You know what I'm saying? They've
Yeah.
pushed their limits to the fact that they are fighting these big
But,
names now.
Yeah, but I mean, boxing and the NBA are very different. I mean, when you're old and the NBA is a
But
lot
what I'm
of
getting at is like if you push yourself hard enough, and enough, you could be compared to them just because you're a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't
Yeah.
put aside the fact that he's a YouTuber. He's a young kid still fighting these legends. He's got his name out there enough for Mayweather to fight him, so he has to, you know, hopefully throw a fight.
That's like I've always seen Jordan versus LeBron. It's different. They're not the same. They're not in the same era. But going together makes a good one.
The way I see it is you can never truly take who's gonna win unless you were able to, or who's a better boxer or fighter in whatever they do, whether it's NBA, boxing, baseball, football. You can never truly say who's better until you've seen both of them unless you can say you've seen both of them in their prime going against each other.
Very true.
Well, anyway, let's get back on topic.
And the thing is, though, with Mayweather, yes, I want him to win. I know he's going to win. But if Logan Paul wins, that is going to shake the boxing universe.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Someone that comes in as a YouTuber fighting a pro that has fought so many fights and wins.
Yeah. To be honest, I kind of want Logan Paul to win. Not gonna lie. I know he probably won't win, and
Can you beat KSI?
I don't really want Logan Paul to win because I know it will just boost his ego and the man will just have some kind of fucking...
Be calling out everyone.
Yeah. Like, oh, but Floyd Mayweather, I'll fuck everyone up.
That's how Jake is going. He thinks he can beat Conor McGregor.
But the thing is, like, even with Conor McGregor, like, you know, if Floyd Mayweather beats Logan Paul, like, Jake Paul can't even beat Logan Paul. So how the fuck is someone, Conor McGregor, who put up a good fight to say it was his first boxing fight, and he had the normal 6 months to train, but I mean the guy was a UFC fighter, and and then
he stepped out of his
boxing.
comfort zone.
Yeah, to go and fight
against Mayweather.
And he put up a good fight. I mean,
He went the distance with that fight.
Yeah. And Jake Paul's calling him out, and I really hope Conor McGregor like accepts it and just fucking knocks him straight out in the first round.
McGregor's already accepted the fight.
Yeah,
oh shit!
It was 50 mil.
I saw the video of Paul calling him out, and then I saw in the same video was McGregor recording himself actually saying, "Fuck it, yeah, let's do this."
You want to fight, laddie? I'll give you a fight.
Yeah. That's exactly what he actually said that too. I saw that too.
Have you ever watched any like fucking Conor McGregor like funny moments?
I don't like how Jake Paul is acting like McGregor's nobody.
Yeah.
McGregor has made his
What? Oh, it's like
Sorry, if you're watching
impersonate
live,
you.
you'll know what I'm laughing at.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, you watching when he threw the fucking water bottles?
what?
They just rolled up on him. And
I
started
feel
chugging
that
shit.
was fake though. I feel that was fake
That could have been
What?
That could have been staged.
because that's a simple motherfucker. You're throwing shit.
Pussy!
Wait, hold on.
Pussy! Piece of shit! Pussy! Dip! Pussy! Fuck you, bitch! You're a bitch! And look, it's Conor What the fuck?
And I
What's
saw
up,
that
Irish
because
cunt? Good
he
morning,
was
Conor.
calling
You're
out a
probably
fight.
beating up old dudes in a bar right now, or maybe you're jacking off because you're sick of fucking your wife. I mean, she's a 4, Conor. You could do a lot better. But happy Monday. My team sent you a $50 million offer this morning. $50 million cash, proof of funds. The biggest fight offer you've ever been offered, but you're scared to fight me, Conor. You're ducking me because you don't want to lose to a fucking YouTuber. You're 0-1 as a boxer. I'm 2-0 as a boxer. I just came off the 8th biggest pay-per-view event in history, but you want to fight Dustin Prober, who has less followers on Instagram than my fucking dog. That's a fact. And Dana White, you're a fucking pussy too, you ugly fucking bald bitch. You said there's 0% chance of this fight happening, but there's 0% chance of you getting some fucking pussy. Conor, you're scared. Dana, you're scared. Sign the
Why
fucking
is he
contract, you
calling out
idiots.
Dana?
Jesus
Oh, because he
fucking
won't sign
Christ.
it.
Irish bitch. Fuck these guys. I'm gonna fight McGregor for sure.
Hey, you been talking to him like a bitch ass nigga?
Yeah, he's a bitch. He's already ducking me.
I don't think you're joking.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This dude.
Fighter.
He's
He
got
wants to
balls.
fight someone in his...
I'll give
I
him
know.
Yeah, he's on an
Jake-
ego trip right now.
Yeah, he is.
He knocked out a basketball player that had like 4 months to train every time, and now
I
he
wouldn't really call
thinks
that
he's
a fight.
awesome. No, that was not.
He's just delusional. Jake's delusional.
That fight was.
Jake just wants to be a
I don't
dumbass
think
and
that fight
he
should
thinks
have
he's tough,
happened, in my
dude.
opinion. I mean, yeah.
I just want to see Conor lay him out though.
But that. I want to see Logan Paul get knocked the fuck out, honestly.
Oh yeah.
He talks all this smack. Same with Jake Paul. They talk all this fucking smack. I just want to see him get laid the fucking
Well, I think Logan would be a better boxer than Jake. Just because he's got that length, he's got that height.
He's just got like the...
He's got that athletic
Logan's got
ability.
that sort of like boxer build almost.
Yeah.
See, I'm looking at a photo of him.
And honestly,
10
Logan is
times
not as
taller
bad as
than-
Jake.
I wouldn't say 10 times, but he's significantly taller than Jake.
And he's honestly not as cocky. Yes, he's cocky, but not as bad.
Not as Jake, because Jake is getting a frick at this point, to be honest. Like,
Getting threatened by the Irish
Nice
mob.
well Dana
oh
I don't
my
know.
God.
I like D. I want to see Dana White.
D-A-N-A.
Oh, there it is.
D-A-N-A and then White.
I want to see Dana White fight Jake Paul.
Oh, I'd love to have that.
I think Dana White would just fucking knock him out straight.
I'll fight Dana White.
My money's on
Yeah.
Dana White, no cap.
I'll fight Jake Paul for 50 mil. I'll knock his out.
I'll take that fight, no problem.
Yeah,
Do
I,
you know? I'm going a
I'd
bit off
kill
topic
Jake
here,
Paul
but
for
do you know what
50
I
mil.
was? Do you know what I was like kind of low key worried about in the McGregor and Mayweather fight? Was I thought that fucking McGregor was just gonna end up fucking like fly kicking Mayweather and just fucking knocking
Bro,
him
you
out.
saw him grab
I
his
thought
head
he'd-
and hammer
like,
fist him.
Yeah, no, I thought he'd just like grab his head and just put his knee into his head and just start doing like MMA shit and by
He was
accident,
trying.
like just by instinct.
What the
Hey,
He
I
was,
wanna
he
see
was
a
grabbing
rematch
him and
with
trying to grapple.
I want to see a rematch between Mayweather and McGregor in an octagon.
I want to see that fight
Ooh.
again, too.
I want to see
McGregor
that
would win.
McGregor went to Mayweather's turf. I want to see when Mayweather goes to McGregor's turf.
McGregor would win.
I still
Easy.
don't think McGregor would
Yeah,
win in
yeah.
boxing.
No, we're
No,
talking
no,
MMA.
Oh,
yeah,
MMA.
yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
talking about
McGregor
MMA.
would go ham.
Yeah, no,
I'm talking about going
I think it'd be
Mayweather
like a
beat
first round
McGregor.
knockout. Mayweather just wouldn't be ready for it for the fact that Conor
Well,
Conor
Mayweather
would
can
just
throw.
Conor would just come out and fucking kick him in the head one time and he'd just be knocked
Yeah.
out because he's not used to that much power to the head. He'd just do it. He'd just do another Jose. What's it? Jose Aldo, I think it was, where he knocked him out in like fucking 10 seconds, not even that, like 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Does he not have a Instagram? I spelled this wrong.
Do you wanna get off this topic or carry on?
I'm
I think-
chilling. That's always.
I think we've led this topic enough.
Mayweather's gonna win. McGregor's gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see that YouTube?
Yeah.
Not gonna win.
I'm gonna win.
Yeah, I kind of want. I want to see Logan win. I don't want to see Jake win.
Yeah,
Because I know
agree with that.
if Logan wins, he might it might humble him a tad, and he might.
Get the fuck up.
no, there's no humbling
Yeah.
those guys.
Yeah, but I mean,
He's gotta
I
lose
think-
to be humbled.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, I hope that. Why can I not sit down?
Honestly, people have to start saying no to those guys to humble them.
They're just making.
And I
money
feel,
after money.
I feel
I think other
Logan
people
was
know
humbled.
Other people see that they're making money after money, and I think.
I mean, if
fuck,
you guys
I
remember
can
the
knock the
Suicide
fuck out
Force
for
stuff.
$20 billion.
Oh yeah.
So I don't blame these celebrities in hopping in on this bandwagon because
Right.
they make
Anyway,
it.
so sorry to cut you off, but moving on
Yeah, I
from
get what you're
the YouTuber fight bullshit.
Aslo's feet
Archer's
breaking
got a
boxing
team.
match.
Mayweather.
So as that
Aslo's
were
feet boxing chair
the
match.
next topic,
Oh,
Shut up.
dude.
And next up is MCs
Mhm.
and
Ooh, spicy.
wars.
Oh, that.
Some other things that we won't tell you right now, but you'll see when we get to them.
Let's start on the topic with BDMC and our war with them.
Oh,
Just to
So,
dive into that.
I think I'll be the first to admit, I think our first
That's still relevant.
fight with them was, I think we won the first fight with them,
second
and
fight
the
we
second fight was a bit dicey.
Uh,
But I mean, recently, it's public out right now that, we just fought BDMC last night, and we fucking slapped them around.
by a quote unquote content.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they call us a content club, but then get absolutely fucking
I mean,
decked
that
by
was
us.
confident, but like, you
Yeah,
killed you.
I mean, we make content, but we also have the PvP to back up.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think they're just way over their head at this point. Of when we first started, this war's been going on. This war has been going on for a very long time. This war with them has been going on for at least like 4 months to 3 months now.
Around that, 3 months, I think so.
Like, and I think that when we started the war with them, it was sort of like it was just there, and we were kind of shared the game back then. But now I think we've got more members, we've got a lot better TDMers, and I think they're just way over their head right now to where we're just better than them, and to where they have to bring no tags and like street gangs into the fucking fight.
There was no wars to that. There was no rules to that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
I
dove
guess.
into that
But
fight blindly, and we were gonna
Yeah.
say best of 3 or whatever. We didn't really set any scoreboard, but
yeah,
they got
4-1
fucked.
though.
And
That's why
if we would have lost, I would have taken the blame. I wouldn't take the blame, but I would have
Oh yeah.
manned up and said,
Good
"Hey,
for
I
them.
lost that. Good for them."
Well, I mean, they
Well,
did
it's to
sort
the
of.
point
I mean,
where self-made it being that much, full of himself, where he won't even
yeah,
accept that he backed out, accept that he,
his members do though.
he got slapped. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but they got slapped.
I mean,
when
when they did get slapped, like they got fucked
You
up.
slid into like all of our DMs saying that was shit, but
I know,
you slapped them around. That's why
it's the fact
4-1.
that, like, we had the messages to back it up, but like we literally told him to run our ones, and then they're trying to. So, obviously, as people know, we have worse members and better members in our MC. Every MC does, and it's the fact that they're trying to. I'm gonna name any names, but it's the fact that they're trying to target our lower ability members and stay away from our higher ability members in TDMs. It's like,
I don't know about that. 'Cause I don't know about that.
What's up?
They did it to me, right? They did it to me. And
hold on. What's
No,
this one?
sorry, I'm showing some clips right now. You guys can.
Oh, okay.
Right, they did it to me and Soul, but Soul appears online and I appear online. Right, I think if where Spikes were to appear online right now, and he was like, hey, let's say, I feel like they probably would if Spikes were to appear online, but you never do. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, when you have to bring people that don't wear cuts, that don't wear patch, that are, gangs, and to help.
I mean, it was only really one person.
It was two. It was one.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I think maybe the no tag might have been a hang around.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it might have been a hang around, but he was wearing no tags, so officially they were bringing 2 imports.
And they weren't wearing
Yeah.
cuts.
Well, no, they were one cut.
No, I mean,
One was wearing a purple
one
shirt.
was in a street gang, one was a no tag with a cowboy hat and a fucking jacket on.
No, he was wearing a cut though. It was like wearing the cut you have.
He was wearing a jacket. He wasn't wearing a coat.
Well, bullshit.
But I mean, no, like they got fully. I mean, Spike, please just show the G Meister's little thing where he just literally kills all of them.
Oh,
Like he just runs into the fucking like stand your ground bit and just literally decks all of them.
It's funny because I got actually some patch rips and
I know,
if he'll talk shit and I'll send it to him like, yeah, but that doesn't count. Like, how doesn't it?
Well, what I don't like
You
is
rip your patch.
when he talks, send your settings, and then when you do
And
send
then
your
we send our
settings,
settings.
he
He's
finds a
got
brand new thing. Your
He's
leg
got
switching, your
pro-
legs, yeah.
Yeah.
He said programs. That's what he said.
But I
Programs.
mean, now I'm gonna be changing this little segue. That's just the community in general. The community has gotten so fucking toxic over the years, and it's crazy because I remember back in 2015, and you know that would be their last resort. Yes, you may have been lagging a little bit, but no one would be like, "Oh, you're using fucking lag switch, you're this, that." No, they were, you know, they didn't give a shit. They were here for the fight. They were here for the ride. They were here to have fun. This shit's gotten so much more toxic than it really needs to be.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, that's why I was saying earlier, if you lose, just admit the fact that you backed out. And lose. And
I
wait
think,
your
to be
fucking
honest, it's like the sort of age demographic and generation that's sort of come into the MC community. I mean, obviously, Stone as a younger person can you may sort of see that in him, of like the sort of cockiness and the sort of like not arrogance, but
Yeah, I'm cocky, but I
like
can
the
take a lot.
toxicity of like the younger people in the communities.
You can take somebody.
Okay, I'm muting them real quick. I'm just gonna show you guys this clip that G-Meister got the other night. You can see that he just starts mowing down at 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think he got a couple before this clip as well. He just started mowing down everyone, and I was very impressed on how G-Meister's aim has gone over the months that we've been training him. Now, you guys may not know G-Meister as well as I do, but it's just impressive just to see how far he's gone. Now, let's see what they're talking about.
Who's talking, man? You guys.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab something to drink.
I'm trying to grab this body. Can we please move this fucking body?
I'm going to grab a drink.
I'm trying to move it off the campfire, but I can't get it off there. There you go, thank you.
The MC community's gone way different
I'm
than
throwing
I
the fire back on.
expected to be. Another war.
Are we back able to talk?
Yeah, sorry. I see that you guys are watching the live stream.
Yeah. Yeah, but I got muted.
Another thing that I was talking about is other wars. Sorry, I got lost in track. Other wars I want to talk about is Narcos MC, High Life, and I see Psycho's probably gonna start since he's
fight.
Yeah.
High Life, GRMC, Asphalt Misfits. They're all in this battle against this one club, and I'm not gonna trash talk Narcos because they've kind of earned an interesting reputation for themselves. What's up?
It's fine. Before we start too much into the new topic of new club, I want to throw in one more thing from the last topic that Merkzz was talking about with the how he said, like, with Stone being one of the younger members of the club, how you can see the toxic traits in him. Like, I'm not saying he's toxic or whatever, but like, yeah, you can see some of those cocky, toxic traits that you see nowadays in most MCs.
Yeah.
And then you can take somebody like me, for instance, and I tell you all the time about how I haven't been in the community for a long time, but I've found this club not because I wanted to get into TDMs and all this patch ripping and shit. Like, I could care less about that shit personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I participate. If I'm in the mood, I'll participate in the TDM, but don't expect nothing much from me. I'm not gonna like go all try hard. I really feel like it. I joined it. I helped found it Azra's Feud because I wanted the camaraderie, the brotherhood, something that I enjoy in both my career in real life and that I've come to really love being a part of the MC and finding a home within the MC community.
Yeah.
Now, there is people out there like that.
Archer
Not
said
much.
In the comments, the community does more shit talking than anything these days. And yes, there are some clubs that are strictly for content. There are some clubs that are just strictly for shooter. Now, the thing is, yeah, I can see, there's clubs that are strictly for shooters, some that are strictly for content. But what if you're just trying to be a club that wants to do both? For example, like us, we get stuck in this argument. Oh, you're a content club. You guys don't have shooters. You guys don't have this and that. And it's just pointing us out that we're pussies, and I don't like the fact that I like the fact that we're known for making good content, but I hate the fact that we're also known for not wanting to fight, which we love our fights. It's just the fact that we go by different rules than everyone else. We go by brains before bullets. We use our head before want to shoot. And that doesn't make us a shoot second club. It just says that we're gonna think about what we're gonna do before we actually shoot someone.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't go fucking retarded and, we get shot at once and we're like, oh, we're going straight to war. Like, It's straight dumb. Red don't
There's
do that.
a lot of clubs that, and this might be because they love fighting, they love, the game, they don't really care, that just go straight to shooting. And I don't have a mind, I don't have a problem with them, they can do that if they want. It's just the fact, if you're going to insult us on that shit, say you're a strictly shooting club like BDMC, don't insult us that we're a content club and then us going in and smacking you around. You know what I'm saying? That's just embarrassing you. It's
or
like
at least
you
if
just
you're
got
gonna
smacked
say
by
it.
a quote-unquote content club. Like, come on.
Yeah, or at least if you're gonna say it, and then after we slap you, at least have the decency to admit that we slapped you, and admit that we're not a fucking content club.
But and like how you're saying that, like, you don't want to be be called as pussy like that because we also like to do content. Like I said, that's just the difference between a lot of people, most people in the club versus like mainly me. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the TDM stuff. Like I said, I do it if I'm in the mood for it. But personally, I just prefer not to, because I just don't enjoy it. Like, it's not fun, really that much fun to me. And somebody really in the mood for. So like, if there happens to be EDC guys out there that end up seeing this stream, hey, y'all probably follow some of our members on the page. You've probably seen my real life Instagram. You know exactly what state I live in. Come at me and say it to my face, don't be a pussy and do it over the fucking, don't DM me. Come say it to my fucking face. You know where I live. You know exactly what I do and what I'm capable of. So if you got the balls, come say it to my face.
Watching this clip of us getting those knifings earlier, and
I'll show you real 1%.
That's another fact that how the community has changed a lot. You don't see many, all you see, I mean, I guess you do see a lot of gravings a lot nowadays, but it's for no reason a lot of the time. Yes, I see a couple clubs, graving actual
Someone
clubs
made fun of you or talk shit.
But all of a sudden, I see these videos of clubs graving other clubs for no fucking reason. I think you have to, if you're gonna grave someone, make sure you have the right and, you earned that grave. You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna grave someone, have a reason. Not just because they called you a pussy. Or they made fun of your club.
Well, see, like BDMC, they just graved us for no reason. I mean, they didn't really grave us, they just...
That wasn't a grave, they shot us off a cliff.
I know, that's what really...
Technically, that's still considered a graving.
I guess.
I mean, they still basically buried our
They had no reason to, and they didn't earn that shit.
I mean, they did. I mean, the whole thing that sort of
We had one
instigated
fight,
that was the fight with.
We had one, though. I mean, I don't think that really.
No,
we
won
one that was 20 minutes.
I still remember the first encounter with BDMC. I was actually a part of the very first encounter that started the war that led to everything else, up to that graving and shit. And that shit was fucking funny. Like, I mean, yeah, you can technically say that we lost because of the fact that we looked hobby, but that was my whole reason for leaving. Wasn't because we were getting our ass kicked. We were outnumbered, still spitting their fucking ass. But
I mean,
I
there was
let
like 5 of us
forget
and there was
the
like 10 of them,
one
and we still stayed
I had work
strong
in the
for like
morning.
3
I actually had real
hours.
shit to do. I actually had a life to get to. Unlike most of them who probably don't have any lives and they spend their whole entire day, every day, playing Xbox.
Yeah.
No offense to anybody else that does that. That's just my opinion. Freedom of speech, First Amendment right.
I'll figure that out later.
Redneck Marine trademark.
You know what? I have a question actually, because is Psycho still in here? Because how did that 6 hour, like, wasn't that supposed to be like 6 hour promo fight with Narcos? How did that shit go?
I heard they DQ'd right away. They said
Who?
AR.
Narcos
Yeah, it was
or
like
Psycho?
15 minutes.
Fucking dumbasses.
What they do?
Doesn't surprise me.
I
They
heard
broke
they
1%.
said, well, they didn't really break 1%er. Well, some people, they broke rules.
Baloney, fuck off.
They said, Merkzz, shut the fuck up.
So,
They said ARs and melees only, and Narcos used the musket, which was not allowed, of course, because they said ARs only. So they say that's a DQ, but yet Narcos turned around and started, saying, oh,
They
they were an
flipped
hour and a
the
half late. They
Yeah.
DQ'd. So it's it's one of those toxic things.
It's
No
an
offense to
iffy,
highlight,
iffy
but it's
situation.
just one of those toxic things where they say, oh, you DQ'd, no, you DQ'd. Just fucking fight and
Yeah.
finish the fight. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I may have finished the fight. I don't know if they did or not. Just do your thing, and if they want to bitch about it, let them bitch about it. You wasting your time bitching about it. It's just this. I don't see a point. You know what I'm saying? And that's maybe because I have that OG mentality. But
Yeah.
now, see, like Stone, since he's younger and he only knows today's MC community, he might think differently about how I do some things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, I think one thing is the mentality of people that drives this MC community. Is the mentality of shoot first, shoot last, shoot next. You know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. You're lucky those messages can't pop up on my screen.
I was just my ass off, dude. I was
yeah.
Off the invite.
But
But anyway, moving on from BDMC. I don't really know what other MCs we can talk about. Anyone have any
There's not really-
MC community things that we can talk about?
there's a lot of
Events.
there's a lot of clubs, sticking low lately. Devil's Few. I haven't heard much of them lately. Reaper Lords. I haven't heard much of them lately. Outcast
Oh, what
Reapers.
do
I
you
haven't
mean?
heard much of them lately.
Devil's Few just did that. No, not Devil's Few.
Reaper Lords. I know they
Outcast
just did
Reapers.
that donation
Yeah,
thing.
not
I don't
Reaper.
see them as. What's up, Grim? Thanks for the follow.
They're on
I don't
Red
see
Dead
them as-
most of the time.
Yeah, they're on Red Dead, and I don't see them getting into wars anymore. I don't see them as a GTA club anymore. Like, yes, they are
Yeah.
one of the biggest clubs. They do a lot. They with Rockstar and shit like that.
Real life club.
I talked to Dirty Worka, and he said that they're on GTA every day.
Yeah,
They-
they're on quite a
they-
bit, but it's not like they don't dive their nose into the community anymore. Besides the fact they do
Yeah.
public donations and community events. That's about
Do you know
what
what,
they do.
I think if we are talking about Reaper Lords, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I think that, if Reaper Lords were to come back to the community,
Mm-hmm.
At least Xbox.
Xbox and PS4, I think it's sort of bring. Now, obviously, I don't fully know this. Spike
They're on
can
PS4 a lot.
help with the answer because I haven't been in the MC community nearly as long as he has. But like I think it brings sort of some stability to the MC community,
Have one
and
of the
it's sort of
OGs.
like people sort of fear Reaper Lords in a way.
I don't
you
know.
know.
I wouldn't say that because
Favor
Like,
Reaper
I
Lords in
haven't
a way
really-
because they know they're really dangerous. They're a big club.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they are strict on rules, and they do it the OG way, which I think people fear. And they've been around for what, 7 years? They said. How long?
What a while.
7 years.
Yeah, 7
Five
years.
years. Yeah.
And that says something. If you're a club that's been around for 7 years, I'd respect them too. And they've got
Now,
their nose out there for 7 years.
Spike, can you elaborate more on they do things the OG way for somebody like me who hasn't been around for long to really know what the OG way of the MC community was.
So, a lot of the OG way, people had reasons, well, even if they made up the reasons. So, if you guys didn't know, Devil's Few and Reaper Lords used to beef hella hard. They used to battle each other. And it was over the fact of their bottom rocker of the LS chapter. Or no, was it LS or was it PB? I think it was Paleto Bay. But they battled over Paleto Bay, which was a territory. And, you know, you could have never disputed that. But that's an OG way. You know, people used to battle over territory. Even if, you know, you knew they weren't going to change their bottom rocker. But
It's kind of like real life in a way.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by some of the OG ways. And I just think I have mad respect. And they finally, after what they say, 2-3 years of war, they brought it to an end, and they met in the middle of saying, you know, both Devil's View and Reaper Lords, they ain't going anywhere. So what's the point in that?
Yeah.
You know, they're both big ass
But I mean,
clubs, both heavily respected throughout the community. What's the point of it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the sort of thing you can see the difference is like you know, it's fighting over territory, and that's like a cool way. It's sort of a cool way of doing things. Of like, you know, like you're not fighting over some bullshit. Like it basically nowadays fighting is just about bragging rights. It's just about which club's the better shooter. It's not really about, you know, territories or any of that shit anymore. Even though, you know, that's a really cool idea. Like I'd love if it was like that. Still, like that's crazy. I'd never thought that'd be able to even happen. A war go on for like 2-3 years about a fucking territory. Like that's insane to me.
Another thing of the OG way is, another thing about members. There is very loose loyalty in members nowadays, and you know, there's so many crew hoppers and stuff like that. And yeah, I gotta admit, I was a crew hopper. You know, I hopped from, you know, I went from one club to the next club in the matter of 1 year. And it's just the fact I couldn't find that place until I found Sons of Anarchy really made me feel at home. And then I ended up leaving after, you know, being with them after 1.5 years, or was it 2 years? But you get what I'm saying, is the loyalty with people, you know, they just see this as a game. Well, yeah, it is a game, but they just see this as, you know, it's just a GTA group, you know.
Yeah.
Another thing as the OG way is people used to stay with their clubs. They used to represent their clubs years after years after years. And
They didn't try to grave each other.
yeah, and then there's so many rats, and there's all. I got no
mean,
words
take
for how many
example
rats the
recently. Take example recently from what was it? I think Asphalt Misfits. Like I'm pretty sure what was it? I think it was one of their founding members. Yeah, one of their founding members gave their patch to a rival MC. It's just crazy. You know, that you know, someone's on your national, like I wouldn't expect that from anyone on the national table. I don't think that ever happened in this club, at least.
Yeah.
Of anyone on our national table. That you found a club, and you know, yeah, I mean, Asphalt Misfits haven't been up as long as these clubs, like the old school clubs, and you know, they might not have the same morals or like the same, you know, sort of way of playing the game. But I mean, it's still sort of like some kind of respect aspect that, you know, you made this club, but then you're just gonna give their patch up to a rival MC for what?
Yeah.
So that other rival MC can have bragging rights over your MC that you just created. Like, what's the point in that? Because I don't see the point in that. And I guess
You
maybe
put hard work in just to give it up.
Yeah. I guess maybe.
No, it was for a boyfriend, because
Oh.
it was her boyfriend who was in Wicked Renegades, and you know, they're like, I want that patch.
Real life
I know they
boyfriend
were
or-
beefing. Yeah, no, I don't fucking know, because shit's fucked now, okay? But I don't know. But her boyfriend is in, I think it might be, but it was in Wicked Renegades, and they were beefing, and yeah.
I mean, I get that, but then it's sort of like, you know, you're gonna found this club, you're gonna found this brotherhood of people that are gonna, you know, be there and you know, join your brotherhood and fight next to you and, you know, help you when times get rough. And it's just bizarre to me that
A founding member can do that.
yeah, yeah, I mean,
That's like spew gravy. That's like
yeah, it really is.
like
That's
our
like that's like
founder.
Spike leaving us.
Yeah. Fucking president. That's like Red Game. Like this.
Yeah, it's just I don't think it'd ever happen, obviously.
Now, another thing in the past I would also consider, so there used to be a time, I kind of call it the peace era. I also call it the coalition area, where pretty much a lot of clubs were together. They were in a coalition together, confederation, whatever you want to call it. So like Outcast Reapers, Outcast MC, Laughing Devils. Who else was in that? There was
The Laughing Devils.
Laughing Devils, is that their, yeah, Laughing Devils.
I haven't heard of them in a long time. That's why I said it.
They were all in a coalition called NWO, and they used to be a big force. New World Order, yeah. They used to be a big force that everyone was afraid of. And then I call that the peace era because a lot of people weren't fighting as much anymore. I mean, a lot of people, because, you know, Sons of Anarchy, they were all together at the time. You know, right now, Sons of Anarchy are kind of in a civil war.
No.
But during that time, they were all together. You know,
Still?
Cali was also
Dude,
in
that
this NWO.
war's been going on for years, dude.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, there was also the what was it called? Something of the Reapers Force, or something like that, where all the Sons of Anarchy clubs were together and made a coalition. And it's just the fact that, you know, this era was a lot about togetherness, and a lot of clubs work together. Nowadays, not many clubs work together anymore. At the end of the peace war, you know, I think Laughing Coffin's pissed off Outcast Reapers, and then that pretty much disbanded NWO.
Was it Coffins or Devils?
And then Nomads.
It was called. I don't know.
SOA Nomads. No, it was Laughing Devils. Laughing Coffins, I don't think were that big of a club then.
I'm gonna go around that one, to be honest.
Hold on, I'll show you what the Laughing Devils look like. Teller game.
I haven't heard much of Outcast
Laughing
Reapers.
Devils
One
right
time I
here.
did hang
If you're
around
watching
them.
the stream still, here's a photo of their
Yeah.
patch. But
Yeah.
But yeah, Laughing Devils kind of pissed off Outcast Reapers, and that shit kind of slowly fell apart. And then moving over to Sons of Anarchy, I don't remember, Legion Islands, Rockford Hills, and Toledo Bay got pissed off of SOA Cali and SOA Nomads, and that just split them pretty much in half. They've been civil warring since. So, you know, that kind of ended the era of peace, but, you know, not many people work together anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of,
Yeah.
it's different. But,
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying.
and it's just another fact that, you know, I was talking, because, you know, Piss Bucket, he was around during that time, that era as well. We were talking about it, and we were just reflecting about, you know, all the clubs that have came and gone, and, you know, like Vilified. You don't see much of them anymore. They're the most
I haven't
hated
even heard of them
club.
in a minute.
They were
Yeah.
the, you know, one of the most loyal clubs too. Like, if you joined Vilified, it was almost like a sin if you left them. it was weird if you saw
Don't
a
know.
Vilified member leave them. And they're pretty much just like Reaper Lords. They moved over to RDR, and they moved over to PS4, I think. Yeah. So, but yeah, Vilified, I could show you thousands of videos of them setting up clubs. I'm trying to think. And they had their thing where all their hair colors were weird. I don't know. They were almost Hansu,
That's like cool.
even though
Yeah.
Vilified was the most hated club in my, 7 years of being in this community, Hansu is the smartest president I've ever known. Smartest person, fact, straight bottom line. If you guys think I'm a smart motherfucker, Kansu
No,
makes me look like
I
a
don't.
fucking
No, you're a fucking retard. You're a retard.
Kansu makes anyone look like a clown, and he's devilishly smart, and it's just that man was a borderline genius on how he ran his club, and people could argue with me, yeah, he's a bastard, fuck him, fuck that. Yeah, you can fuck him all you want, but he ran the shit. He made everyone fear him. It's like, how do you pretty much twist the arm of the MC community to the point where everyone fears you? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a brave and smart motherfucker to do that. And
like that's the thing. How do you not get grave when you're doing that? Like,
they did. They got grave thousands of times.
yeah.
Like I said earlier in our church, it doesn't matter, what they do to us. As long as you have the loyalty within your club, they can't do shit to you. And that's how Vilified ran. Their loyalty was so fucking strong.
I mean, I think when you're like, when your status gets that big to where,
Almost like
people are,
uncomfortable. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think it'd be hard for your morale to get low, and
Yeah, Kansu, he was, when I was working with Kansu back at Newest MC when he ran Pharaohs, he found a way to use people, and I'll be straight up. When I was a little kid, I was probably about Stone's age, maybe a little older, and I was president of this support club for his, and he pretty much used me like a fucking puppet. And I finally woke up and realized, oh shit, this man's using me. And Koru, you guys remember Koru? He told me a saying that I haven't heard forever. And Kansu asked every single one of his members, every single person he met, this same quote: "Are you here for a good time, or are you here for a long time?" And he didn't even let you breathe on this question. If you, say, well, it depends, you could have said anything, he would just give you, that sigh of disappointment that would be like, really, no. He would just blow you off right away. It didn't matter. It just showed the fact that, no matter what you answered, he already made his mind set. And it was weird. He was a weird motherfucker, but he was a smart motherfucker. But yeah, that dude was crazy genius.
Bringing back memories there.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to find one of his setup videos because they set up like
Don't
every
judge.
single club in the community.
Okay.
Vintage Riders.
Wait, what club were you president of that was
Come in
for
peace.
what? Hit us?
Hmm?
Didn't you say you were a club president for a support club for what?
Yeah, I was a support club for Pharaohs. Kansu, before he made Vilified, he kind of, so there was already a club. Koru was in this club, it was the Pharaohs MC. And Kansu came in and pretty much like, nope, I'm Pharaohs now. And started his own Pharaohs club. Same patch, pretty much same everything. And pretty much took them to civil war. Took Pharaohs to civil war. Pharaohs versus Pharaohs. And literally booted that Pharaohs, the original Pharaohs, out of there.
Goddamn.
That man was a smart motherfucker
Yeah.
to the point where, this ain't your name. He pretty much went up and was like, this ain't your name anymore. This is my shit. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. You're out of here. And he battled them and won. And it was crazy. And so he won Pharaohs, and then I came in, and he was like, look, you're a smart kid. How would you like to run a support club for Pharaohs? And that's what I did. I ran Anubis MC.
Anubis.
Yeah, it's
Oh my god, Anubis. Remember that name.
stupid. Anubis MC. And
Where are you
Anubis
running
MC
Anubis?
for a
What's the
little bit.
name?
It was pretty much Anubis MC was Vilified's recruiting club. We recruited people, and then if Kansu liked the people enough in Anubis, they would be like, hey, come to Pharaohs and set up Anubis. Yeah. He pretty much used me, and I finally woke up, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. So I left, disbanded Anubis, and went over to James Gang afterwards. And I didn't really tell anyone that I was a part of that until I started being okay with it. Because back then, if you were anywhere connected with vilified or consu, it was gonna get you nowhere. Like, they would automatically think you're a rat. That's how bad vilified was.
Yeah.
So I just kept that shit to myself because
Like, fuck
having
that, I don't wanna
vilified
do that,
on your
guys.
in your background is no bueno.
At least back then.
Because you see, I don't know if you just saw that video. The start of it's 22 VF. We were at 22 AF, which was a newest forever newest.
Dude, I'm gonna do that, like, forever few forever, right? But it'd just be FFF. Like, you'd be alright.
And even
Yeah.
if we did AFFF, AFFA, we couldn't even do that because it's AF.
Yeah, I'd rather not do
Yeah, I know.
AF,
It'd be
FA.
AF, or something like that.
Yeah, the only way we could probably do it is if we all just did like stone, but no.
Or like
Yeah,
16 F16. Shut up.
No, it'd be one FFA, one FF1.
Yeah. But that'd kind of be, I guess, we could do that, but, or we could
It'd
do,
look retarded
like,
though, so
six,
I think we
like,
just
yeah,
stick with
so-
16MC.
Because I wouldn't want to do AF, FA, because that kind of, that's kind of like angels.
That's true.
Well, Hell's
That's
Angels
their
is
thing.
AFFA, which is Angels Forever, Forever Angels.
Or
And Mongols
HF,
use
FH.
that little analogy a lot in FFM.
They use, yeah, an FFM,
And that's
yeah.
like their
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that. They have patches and stuff like that. It's
Ghost Rider.
Well, they have whole ass T. If you
Not
remember,
Ghost Rider.
And
actually,
the banditos they got, I think they do. Can't remember if banditos do that or not.
Yeah,
I think
BFFB.
they, I think they have,
Forever,
the
Angels.
BFFB.
yeah. I mean, in sort of
You know, on GTA,
like
a bunch of clubs do
sort
that.
of fuck, I forgot the word. Sort of ironic. Sort of ironically, I was watching a podcast of Mongols, and they did a podcast. I forgot what it was called. It was just some random thing that I saw on YouTube, but it was with the national praise Lil Dave, and
Oh, yeah, I
think it
saw
was,
that one.
I can't remember who else it was, but it was someone else in their mother chart.
I
I don't know if
watching
he
the live
was.
stream, sorry to interrupt, but this is what I mean by a setup that they want. Some of their setups. Sorry.
But anyway, yeah, like I was watching a podcast with Lil Dave, the Mongol national praise, and I don't know who he is, but I think he's a part of the mother child. I know he's good friends with Lil Dave. His name's G Money. But basically they were all on this podcast, and like they were just talking about shit and talking about how it is like in life as a Mongol. And
Yeah,
it's sort of,
I've saw angels do that stuff. Like,
yeah, it's sort of weird. It's like, so he asked, like, the guy that was doing the podcast, he was like, so is it like a rule that you have to have a full-time job to join Mongols? He was like, no, not really, but it's more liked upon if you do. And
they just don't
he
want
was-
some bum off the street trying to be it.
yeah, he was just, and he was saying, but it's difficult to hold a job down when your job know that you're a Mongol. And he was saying how he's been fired from a decent amount of jobs because he's a Mongol, and he's the whole atmosphere around 1% of MCs.
And that's
It's because
one of the
they're
reasons why I'm
feared
kinda
by normal people.
afraid of joining. I'm not really afraid of joining them. It's just I'm nervous because they're going to take up a lot of my time if I join Mongols. You know, they're pretty much a job. They check in with you every 3 hours on the phone. They make sure you show up to events or you're fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's straight. They don't fuck around. And it's
Yeah.
like
For anyone that doesn't know, Spikes could I don't know if is it certain Spike?
No, it's not certain.
He is.
But
Okay.
if it is, the
So
day
Spikes, yeah.
to join is May 13th.
Yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, Spikes could potentially
I'll do
become
that.
a Mongols prospect. But anyway, back to what we were saying. But yeah, I was just watching this podcast, and he was talking about how it's hard to keep down a job when you have that sort of like I don't know what the word is, but like the sort of atmosphere around that name.
Wow.
And he said that he's been fired from a couple of jobs after they figured out that he was a part of the Mongols. Not only just a part of the Mongols, that he was like the fucking national prez of the Mongols.
Yeah, that would be the same if someone knew that you were in a street gang and causing problems.
Yeah.
It's just kind of how it is.
I mean,
Most
I
of
could get why they
those
fired him.
gangs,
They could, they're scared of some fucking rival.
starting
MC
problems in the
can-
workplace.
Yeah, can shoot up the fucking workplace because the national prez is there.
Yeah.
Now that would happen because I don't think
And stuff in the past where
Oh,
Mongols have warred with other, like, it's brought a lot of fear, like those big
Yeah.
clubs out there like that.
I mean, it's. I don't know. We're going off a bit off topic. It's very different of real life MCs to GTA MCs. I mean, there's a decent amount of things similar, but there's a lot of things not similar.
Very true.
Do you want to just do it now, so I think we've got
nah, I'm
nothing
gonna
to talk
do
about.
9 more minutes.
We're
at 1 hour and 51 minutes, so I just want to.
Oh,
God
okay, yeah.
damn.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck with me if we don't do that. Actually, if
Well,
we don't finish
that's
it in
right.
like 5 minutes or an equal number.
I'd like to take a 9-minute silent take.
I need to find. I need to get GTA on the PC because I thought like the first
Huh?
half of the live stream, I was like trying to figure out what should I do, what game should I play, and then I was just where
Edit the clips or something.
I was just on Instagram looking through shit.
I know, I've been watching this live. I got it set up
I
on my
was about to
TV.
play a game, but I was like, nah, this is too goofy.
Merkzz Drive.
But yeah, this
Huh?
Yeah,
Drive the train.
we're waiting.
Alright.
been a good little podcast. I hope people have enjoyed.
Definitely has been.
Yeah, throughout this,
Thanks for letting me come on.
you definitely need to. Oh, you can't even because you're on your PC, man.
Definitely need to add.
Can you
like,
not run
special
your
guests.
PC and your? Can you not run your PC and your Xbox at the same time?
I can. My Wi-Fi's not.
Discord,
Because
run it through Discord.
It'd be hilarious if we
So-
could try and get the
Run it through
the
Discord.
stream on your Xbox, and because I mean half of that time that we was just all discussing all that shit,
Run it
me,
through
Baloney,
Discord.
Stone, and Red was just literally sitting around a fire on Red Dead.
And I was kicking a dog and burning
Like it would be
Then
quite
I
funny
started
if we
kicking
could
Baloney's
get
nuts.
that, or even
Yeah.
if one of us can try and like stream out a thing to you or something.
Get pushed off.
I'm trying to see. So pretty much what I have to do.
Stop
I
the
have to live stream to my PC.
How many members we got right now?
And then I gotta live stream to the live stream. You know what I'm saying? So it's a live stream on.
You
a
can
stream.
live stream through Discord. And it does that.
Through Discord, but I don't think.
How many
Yeah,
members we
can
got
get
right
on
now?
Twitch after that.
I only got 5.
Oh,
We had
that's
11
pretty
at
good.
one point.
Is it all us? Is it all us?
I'm watching.
I'm watching.
Still was. I'm guessing Merkzz is watching.
Huh?
But like, do you have Call of Duty on your computer?
Say what?
Do you have Modern Warfare?
I can get Warzone on my computer, so we can play that.
Yeah, well, fuck, we'll rip that. Like, it's cross-platform. Hook up your controller and we'll play a couple games or something.
Yeah.
What other games are cross-platform?
I mean, I was talking about like you know how you and Red were just sitting around that fire.
Yeah, we just
Like that'd be a cool concept for us to just sit around that fire and just talk for them like podcasts. You see podcasts and you see people sitting around a table discussing shit. You actually see them, but when it comes to this like video game thing. It'd be cool to see us, you know, in a game, just sitting around a fire or sitting around a table or just anything really, like just on GTA sitting in like a CEO office or some bullshit.
I definitely find that it was too many people in here. You gotta, because everyone wants to talk, you know.
Yeah, definitely. That's why today. I mean, this is the
It was
sort
a
of
test trial.
yeah. I mean, this is the first podcast that we've done, with many to come. You know.
What do you mean? We've had like 14 done already.
So sure.
See my screen right now on the live stream, but I'm live streaming to my Xbox, and then I gotta live stream that to my.
Non-Archer and Psychos, does it?
No, I don't think.
I mean, I really liked what you were doing, kind of going through Instagram when we were talking about shit. You were going on pictures
Yeah.
and stuff. Like the Xbox, we're talking about the Xbox. You're on pictures of the
Yeah. I mean,
it's a little bit laggy with the.
I love this. This is really good. I fucking love this.
I mean, it can
The-
get
the-
boring.
what we just
You
did
don't have
here.
anything to watch.
Yeah, it can get boring, but I don't know. It sort of doesn't get boring, really. I was bored.
I mean, some
Yeah,
people
yeah.
stick through it and stay with
Yeah,
us.
some people like it, and some people like to watch podcasts and shit.
Or I think on like fucking Anchor is here all the way to like an hour and 30 minutes in.
Video.
I think Anchor was in here for like an hour and 30 minutes.
Archer.
Or chain fucking shit.
But
Anyway,
anyway,
let's
back to your game when you get it.
Spike,
Yeah,
how
like
long we got
we-
left on the timer?
We got 4 more minutes.
We
Okay.
could do like a club ride while we're doing a live stream.
So,
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
are you watching the live stream? Does it
No,
look
that'd be-
alright on the live stream of my game?
Yeah, it looks
No.
awesome.
Yeah,
But
alright.
Hold on,
Because I
I'll
don't want it
check.
to be lagging or anything if I live stream.
I got it set up on my TV and my game. Oh, look at those pair of racks. It's like behind by like 30 seconds.
Well, duh.
Yo,
That's
Back.
just
Duh.
live streams are
Duh.
That's normal.
wait, y'all rolling up GTA? I'm on.
We'll go on GTA.
We're on GTA right now.
Fuck the disc.
I'm about to
And I need to jump.
real quick.
Maybe Spice you should
Say what?
reach out to Archer and, you know, ask him if like
I don't think
ask him
Archer's
how it
here.
went, if he liked it or no, I mean like I said like reach out to him and be like, hey,
Oh,
did the
yeah.
live stream go well? Like how
Oh,
was
yeah,
it
for
as
sure.
a viewer? Yeah, something like that. See if audio was good.
Gonna-
Because when I put my headphones in, the audio was a little quiet on people talking.
Oh, without my headphones in, like at one point I muted my mic and turned on the volume. To me, audio without headphones is pretty good.
Where's Merkzz?
Hmm?
Oh,
I'll be right back.
Hey, make sure you show your settings. Let's see if your aim assisted.
why did I
Did you
sound
edit?
like-
Did you edit episode 1
I'm getting.
completely?
I'm not gonna do it on live stream. I don't want to see.
No. Wait.
Jesus Christ, Spike, how many fucking clips do you have?
331.
Why? Why not clear them, dude? Damn.
You get 331.
So you know what sucks about live? Actually, do Xbox live stream. I want you to go into the clip and like I want to see how we did on it. Like Xbox, like go live on Xbox, but only have it where like friends can join it. It's called share your screen.
Who just
Do
looked?
that.
I can't
Merkzz.
see the part.
Fuck 'em. Who cares? It's Merkzz.
Oh, Merkzz left. Man,
Yeah,
man hosted the thing and leaves. And,
He didn't want to be here. He got annoyed.
I have photos from when the patch was red and black.
Oh yeah, I got a couple, but I was a prospect, and then like 2 weeks in, fucking, you guys go in
I
the
got
patch.
a good patch.
I got
I got a
photos
I
from
got a picture.
when Piss Bucket was on the table.
Same.
Oh my god, once upon a time, man.
Right?
I'm gonna leave Red Dead. I'm a retard. I literally just left the party.
Dumbass.
Oh shit.
Who joined and was like, I love you.
What?
Red.
Yeah, I think red was double dog.
It's red here.
Or is it fucking Bree Roberts?
No.
Dog.
No.
Yeah, I
Not
think,
Bree.
the stream went pretty well. I gotta do a little more editing, but it went pretty well.
Oh, 5 years.
I'm back, guys.
Oh, look at that me.
The star of the podcast is back.
Goofy looking motherfucker.
I know.
There's Merkzz
Wasn't that when I was
Sp1kezz
first road captain? Wasn't that when I was first road captain?
Yeah, that was your first time.
Jeez, that's old table.
Piss bucket.
That's old
treasure.
table, swag.
Fuck it.
Owens was my fourth or back when I was SAA. Back when
You've been
fucking
SAA
Stone
since
tried
the
to-
start.
No, I was the second.
That's
SAA
young
had.
Merkzz. Young Dagger Dick Merkzz. As I
Yeah,
said.
no, Baloney. I was the second SAA. I was the first enforcer.
Yeah.
When he was LS enforcer.
Oh god.
Yeah, bro.
The best
I
vice
still
president we've ever had.
I literally made SAA like it was either the same church or the very next church after Owens got his patch.
Oh,
When I made
Secretary. Secretary where you should be.
Merkzz, you're
Looking
about
back
to
at
What?
enjoy this.
Owens.
What I'm about to show
What?
you.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, I'm not watching. Hold on, I'm not watching.
Hashtag. Here's the spike. He was the best secretary we ever had.
I'm watching. Hold on. I'm
I
watching.
Do you remember
Ah,
this?
quick. What?
Do you remember this?
Hold on. You're
Two
still going
red.
down.
The best SAA we
Oh
ever
my
had,
god, yes.
and now the best VP we've ever had.
Do you remember this? I don't know if you can see
Okay,
it.
so when Ski did that bullshit thing.
Oh, yeah.
When he performed your GK in front of everyone.
Bro, that was when Sweet performed his little pump.
think-
That was
I
in
think-
Myra.
that was
Gucci gang.
the thing. Me and Merkzz
Yeah.
were running around the stage in our underwear on fire.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
was.
God, Pyro
We were
was
the
a
backup
prospect.
dancers.
Holy shit.
But that's me. I think. Is it me?
Spike, how long we got left on the timer?
We're actually good. So
Oh, wait, no,
Hey.
there's me. Oh, I'm
I
shooting
just want to
the
say
plan.
hi to all the viewers. Glad you're watching.
We're ending it.
My
We're
name's
ending it.
Absence.
We're about to end now.
Bro, look at them
Well,
prospects right there.
I'm a
Look at
little
them
late.
prospects.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
God.
For a
fucking
few
drunk.
drinks. I apologize. Thank you
Alright,
for watching,
because
everyone.
we're gonna, we're gonna end it. Alright, we wanna end it.
go ahead. This is your pod.
Goodbye.
Alright,
Done.
well,
Yeah.
I guess this is the first official AFMC podcast coming to an end. It's been your boy Merkzz. It's obviously been Spiky.
Hold on. Do you see the live stream right now? Look
No.
who that is. Sergeant
Oh my
at
god,
Arms.
hold on.
Oh my god.
That's cold. This is the founding table.
That was
Holy shit.
Jesus.
That was the
I'm
founding
never
table
cold.
beside the red. Because the one with
Yeah,
the
I
blue
w-
bandana over here, that's Raptor.
That wasn't first. I don't think that was not the first church because I was at the very first church we
Yeah.
Oh,
had.
Grim's
That's
gonna
why
be
the
pissed
church I
about that.
wasn't
Don't
there.
show him that.
Yeah,
Because to the left in the blue denim, that's Tane.
fucking
Or
Terry.
Where's
Road
where's
Cat.
Paulie? Where's Paulie?
Oh,
and-
Polly ain't here either.
Hey,
Yeah.
Spikes, go to you. Go to you, Spike.
Oh my god.
And then
I
that's
just,
me.
I'm gonna, motherfuckers.
Bro, what's
I'm
the
gonna-
hell
I'm
are you
gonna-
doing?
listen
Time,
up.
dog.
I just joined a fucking game with 11 Wicked Renegades members.
Yeah, no. Run.
Yeah, so I'm
Get the
going
fuck
to
out
bed.
of this
I do
game.
not want to fight.
There's 11 in here.
Ain't
Who
worth
they
it.
fighting? I'm sure they're fighting. Who they fighting?
Ooh,
No,
Carvelli Day.
it's just them. It's just
Stone,
They
this
probably
is
have a
why
chance,
you always
them.
get in
God
trouble.
damn.
Just leave Baloney.
What? I didn't do shit.
I am leaving. There's too many of them.
Hey, Merkzz.
I'm not gonna be able to
Check
win
this
this.
screen.
What?
Here in a second.
Hold on, come on, man. I want to fucking end the podcast.
Such a wiener. I'm about to show you.
I'm
Carvelli Day.
there
Hey,
now.
We are
I'm on
reliving
there.
old school.
I didn't even remember.
man.
Shut up.
No, this is before Azriel's food. This is Carvelli at this point.
Why do you think I just said old school history?
This is
Carvelli.
beyond
This is-
anyone.
This is before This is before Azriel 2.
They're in a
This is
chopper.
before I even knew Spike.
Alright, let's end the podcast.
Rest forever low.
But it's like, you believe that? Look at those pictures. That was before me and you were met.
That's before Azrael's Few was even an idea. That was before
Dude, that
Infernal
was
Cults
literally
was
whenever-
even an idea.
Is
Dude,
this
that was
live?
back-
Yes.
Yes.
Live.
That was
Yes.
back whenever
Oh, I'm
Bill-
gonna say it.
This is
So-
back whenever me and
No.
Steve were on a fucking mill sim together.
Holy shit. So Spew's not.
Why am I getting invited to a party by Wicked Renegades?
That was
Shut the fuck up.
that was one of the
Oh my god, I'm
captains.
getting spanked.
He was the consigliere,
You
and
really?
then those
Yeah.
two henchmen, and those were capos, I believe, as well. I can't remember.
Ike, I'm digging that hairstyle, bro.
Thank you. That was,
Send me an MC invite.
And that dude on your left, on the left, your character's
Who's
right,
going
looks constipated.
I'm
as
not
hell.
leaving yet.
Invite me, actually. I
you wanna
wanna
wrap it up?
there's
watch.
Corey.
Hey, let's end the
Let's wrap it up. Go on.
Because we got to talk about
It's been long enough. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah. Alright. We're out of here. I'm gonna end it now.
Hold on, I'm gonna do my outro.
Do
Oh
your
my
outro
god,
then.
no. Just say
Alright.
bye.
Shut up.
Alright, I'm muting myself.
So-
Do your special outro.
Thank you.
Gay.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh,
So this will be the end of the first official AFMC podcast. It's been your boy
probably
Merkzz.
last.
It's been Spicky. And it's also been Baloney, your host,
Mhm.
and your two co-hosts.
Got RedneckMarine82.
Don't forget me.
Yeah.
DDC.
Special thanks to Stone, AFMC Stone, RedneckMarine82 for featuring on today's podcast. You know, we had a good talk about some things. Shut up, absent, in a video. Alright. So this is Azrael's Few signing off until the next podcast.